What is going on, people? Today we have a super cool video. We are going to be doing a track workout, a sprint slash strider workout with one of my buddies who's a Division I track athlete here at Miami University where I go. As some of you guys know, I'm a former Division I football player here, so I do have some experience with running, mobility, things like that. And I told him, I said, I want to do some sort of like fitness model slash bodybuilder does a track workout. I thought that would be a great idea, so that's what we're doing today. Super excited to see how I feel. I haven't ran in a couple weeks, so probably going to take some warming up. But originally, we were going to do a like crazy track workout like what they do for track practice. But I did legs yesterday, and I do not want to get hurt. So I told him, why don't we, instead of doing some crazy track workout, which maybe we can do another time, why don't we go ahead and do some sort of warm-up, some plyometrics, some, striders, a couple sprints, and kind of just show you guys some stuff that you can do as a normal person. You don't even have to be an athlete, but some stuff that you can do to stay active, stay moving. As you know, sprinting especially is super good for you, keeps you agile, especially as you start to get older. You want to be able to move. The way I see it is when I get older, I want to be able to run around with my kids. I want to still be quick on my feet. So implementing this into your routine, even if it's like once a week, can really help not only with, staying loose and staying mobile, but also with, just your cardiovascular endurance. So we're going to go ahead, eat some food, and then we're going to go ahead and get in there. Not sure what the rest of the video is going to look like. This video may be continued tomorrow. It may be continued later. Not really sure. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this track workout. I think Rocco's coming too. So let's go ahead and get in there. All right, you guys, you already know, starting the morning off right with our Legion supplements. Remember, we're sponsored by Legion, so go use code Riley for 20% off your order at legionathletics.com. They got awesome supplements. Starting the day off with the Genesis Green Supplement. I've actually felt a huge difference with using this in the mornings. I don't eat vegetables, so this is a good way for me to get the nutrients, helps boost my energy. And then we've also been trying the Phoenix Stem-Free Fat Burner. Now, I've never used a fat burner before, but I would say it's helping. Honestly, I've been tracking my calories, I've been in a deficit, and I've been doing cardio, and I've also been using this. And let me just say, I've lost 10 pounds in the last week, a little more than I wanted, honestly. I'm losing it quick, but I would have to say some of that is probably from using the stem-free fat burner. And then also we're going to go ahead and throw in a protein shake with our breakfast. Just you don't even have to mix this with milk. Mix it with water. It's so good. Especially if you guys like making protein pancakes or protein waffles. Using this one or the French toast flavor is absolutely insane. We're actually going to do a video on how to make protein waffles. If you follow me on Instagram, which you probably already do, you probably saw like a week or two ago, I made protein waffles with that, and it was insane. So let's go ahead and eat some eggs and all of this. What is going on?
What's up? It ain't any cooler in there. What's up, dude?
It's okay.
Yeah.
You ever been in here, Rocco?
I don't know. This shit.
Really?
I was talking to, what's his name in there? The football.
All right, you guys, we've made it into the indoor facility. Honestly, it's bringing back some crazy memories of playing football, but Dan, what do you got planned for us? What are we going to do here today?
So we're just going to warm up today, and then we're going to do some 50-meter sprints. Just go with the vibe, see how everybody feeling. He don't have the right attire on, but, Blaine came ready, so we just see how
I'm ready. They haven't even seen the real fit. I got stuff under this, too. Yeah. All right, so let's get warmed up, and then we'll get into it. The thing I was telling my viewers earlier when I started the video is like, At least for like when you get old, like just staying moving and like, even if it's like you go and sprint hills. I mean, it doesn't have to be a sprint, but like just like striding or like, I don't know, just getting out and like kind of moving around, like even like footwork and agility stuff. You don't realize how stiff you get.
I try to stretch before lifting sometimes.
Yeah. You guys go ahead and drop your Instagram. Rocco, what's your Instagram?
Instagram's Rocco Mara 10, but follow my TikTok because it's Red Shirt Kid.
So Dayon Brown, Deyon Brown, or you can follow my TikTok at Dayon Lifts, or that's my lifting IG is Dayon Lifts too.
There it is. Go give him a follow. The thing with these is like the first couple times you start running again, it's like super tight and like really uncomfortable. But then like after a while, like you just kind of just start to remember how to run. You get your mechanics back.
It does. At the after feeling.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you think it's crazy after like a normal workout. Like after you run or do conditioning, it's like the mental clarity and like dopamine you have. I think mainly too, it's just because like you made yourself do something you don't want to do. It's like squatting. When you're done squatting, it's like right. All right, so we are about to start. We're gonna do, what did you call them, 50 meter?
We're gonna do 50 meters by 3 to 5 sets.
Okay, 50 meters by 3 to 5 sets. So with a minute rest, and that's like the walk back.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, you guys can dial this down if you want, but anyway, if we're huffing and puffing and we're not talking much, that's why. We'll do like a, you want to do like a midway checkup?
Yeah.
See how we're feeling? How we feeling right now?
Oh, we feeling great, man. I've been hurt, so you know, striving, coming back from injury, but I feel great. You know, we got 3 more. It's a vibe, man. It's always a vibe.
Little fun fact, I used to be 3rd in the state. Now, I'm not. I feel like ass right now, but these boys pushing me through.
Well, hope to talk to you at the end of this. See how we feeling then.
All right, last one. We're gonna go ahead and set this down at the finish line. Not that it's a race, but we'll see.
How'd it feel, Blaine?
I feel awesome. I've been doing that elliptical every day.
How you feeling,
know.
Rocco?
Shit, I was skipping cardio. It's like Call of Duty. Don't do it.
So next we're doing these, we were gonna do like the sled pushes, but you know, they're too far back in the storage area. So we're gonna just do some sled pulls. I'd put them up at your hips. Yeah. So these are actually really good for your knees. So if you're recovering from like an ACL surgery like I am, doing these, any knee over toe stuff, really good for you.
that David Goggins quote. I'm out here doing this bullshit. It's 0-degree weather.
We're gonna take it off, take a plate off, do another set, and then we're gonna do one more plate. Then we're gonna try to backpedal quick. So we'll keep you updated on that.
How you feeling?
I feel awesome. Quads are pumped right now for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, cramp.
You're a better man than me.
How'd that feel?
Good. It's burning, but it feels like you're doing something useful. All right, you guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Nothing crazy, especially if you're just trying to get into moving again. Go outside, put your tennis shoes on, find a hill. Even if you do like 2 or 3, jogs up the hill, it's better than nothing. So get out, start moving, sprint a little, stride a little, walk. Just get moving. So I don't know where the rest of the day is going to go. We might hit a back workout later. What do you have today, Rocco? Arms. All right, so see you guys in the gym. All right, so for the summer cut, I figured we'd go ahead and do a quick weigh-in for this video. Probably going to do a weigh-in every video, so just expect that. Now it is midday, so probably going to be heavier, 2-3 pounds heavier. So we'll go ahead and see what we're weighing. So 217, kind of what I expected, probably sitting around 213, 214, probably around there in the mornings, but I kind of forgot to throw that in, so threw that in for you guys. Cut's going great. Just starting to figure out our meals and our calories again. It's always like an adjustment period, especially for the cut, like trying to figure out, okay, what meals did I eat last year that got me like super shredded, or, what was my scheduling with cardio and like eating that like helped me. So starting to figure things out again. Trying to get around probably 205 to 210 around there and be super lean. So let's go ahead and get this lift. All right, you guys, so this is kind of a new switch up. We're gonna go ahead and do the same like voiceover over the workouts, except I want to throw myself, maybe in the bottom right or left hand side of the screen and kind of just do kind of like a little podcast or kind of talk to you guys. So with these, I obviously want to talk about the workouts, but also some days I'm going to be talking about life and like my experiences and tips and the Bible. So today we're actually not going to talk about the workout. I'll give you a small brief. So today was an arm workout. Me and Rocco actually ended up training arms today after running. And it was pretty basic. Other than one movement, we do this like low row for biceps, which I've never done. But Rocco does them and they actually felt amazing. So throw those in. But anyway, basic arm day, just went crazy, super intense. That's the gist of our workouts. Basic movements, sometimes we throw new stuff in, but the majority, the most emphasis is just the intensity, how hard we're going. So let's go ahead and talk. I really want to talk about my journey, my fitness journey, where how I've gotten to where I am, especially with us starting this summer cut series. I really want to talk about who I am and how I've gotten here. So let's go ahead and do that, because I know we're going to start gaining a bunch of subscribers here soon, especially once we get more consistent. So I want to kind of lay the foundation and talk to you guys in this video about who I am, how I got here, and etc. So with that being said, we're going to start posting probably every day to every other day. I really want to get consistent, even if they're like 5 to 7 minute videos. I want to get consistent on YouTube and, make this my job. So there's that, but let's go ahead and dive into it. So my name is Blaine Riley. I played football my whole life. Always grew up, moving, playing sports. Now with that, I was a chubbier kid, but that to me just meant, I would play O-line or D-line or, just play the heavier positions in football. And I honestly was pretty healthy growing up. My family, my dad was into bodybuilding. growing up, and my mom was a fitness competitor. She did like swimsuit. I'm not really what it's called, for sure what it's called, maybe physique, but she did bodybuilding like officially, and almost had her, actually no, she did have her pro card. So always grew up in a household that was, very proactive, very, on top of their diet and stuff. So that obviously led into around middle school, when I was kind of chubbier. I just knew that I wanted to get more fit, and that was a lot easier to do with the support of my parents and the knowledge from my parents. So growing up through middle school into high school, kind of got out of that chubby phase and moved on into more of like a skinny anorexic phase, because I started to kind of just starve myself. I would eat all week, dream about food all week, and then get to the weekend and do like a crazy cheat meal, get Pizza Hut and all this other crazy stuff. So that was kind of high school. And around sophomore year of high school, sophomore to junior year of high school, I really started taking football serious again, and started bulking up hard for college football, because I knew I wanted to play college football. I didn't know why. I think it was just because the idea of college football was pretty cool to me. So I just started bulking up, started going to football camps. And thankfully, I got first team All-State. Actually, I think I got second team All-State my junior year, and then first team All-State my senior year. So we did really well. And then it was just a matter of picking the school I wanted to go to. Had a couple offers from smaller D1 schools, and then I had a bunch of walk-on opportunities. So I chose to walk on at Miami University, where I still am currently at. And, started playing, went to camp, started the season, freshman year. I think I was redshirt freshman, so didn't play much, but I saw some special teams time. And overall, just kept grinding. I knew I was trying to earn a scholarship the whole time, so I just kept grinding. And then things last spring started to look really good. Like I started to, get more playing time. I was on the field more. This is all during spring ball. And it started to look really good for me. And then I tore my ACL and meniscus. And the thing with this was, when I tore my ACL and meniscus, I wasn't really upset. Because at that point in time, although I was doing good in football, I really wasn't enjoying it. As some of you may know, college sports, and specifically Division I college sports, is a full-time job. Not only is the schedule absolutely insane, but the mental and physical toll that it has on your body is crazy. So I honestly just wasn't enjoying it anymore. I wasn't feeling like I was playing football anymore. It was more just, going to work, getting beat up, and then coming home. So when I tore my ACL and meniscus, I knew. I remember praying to God and just being like, this is it, man. I'm ready to move on. So kind of played it off for a little while, came back, started doing some PT and stuff. And then this last winter, so in December, I think it was, I decided to call the coaches and call it quits. And the main reason behind that was because I wanted to do this. I knew that I wanted to have influence over people and inspire people, but I didn't know what it was. So I just, I had this urge in me. I didn't know what it was. I was praying really hard for God's guidance, and I just prayed that if I was going to take this risk of stopping football, that he just, guide me in the right direction, help me excel at whatever I do. Because that's one thing I would say I'm really good at, is like, no matter what I'm doing, I'm going to try to do it to the best of my abilities, whether it's football, whether it's dieting. So I knew that once I stopped playing football, I was really going to commit hard to this and work hard at it. And I was just asking God for his guidance and his support through the process. And thankfully, if you guys follow me on Instagram, we have gained, we're at like 206,000 followers, 206,000 followers in just under like 5 months. I'm not sure, but just growing tremendously. And it's just been a crazy journey. And I think the biggest thing that I've learned is like, you can have like a crazy opportunity like I did with football, but that doesn't always mean that it's the best thing for you, and it's not the best thing, you know, for the path that you want to go and the path that God has planned for you. So I think the biggest thing that I've started to like learn with this process of, you know, becoming kind of who I am in the last year, I feel like this has been a huge year for me, like development wise, like figuring out who I am, is that I'm a hard worker, and that if I just put my mind to something and stick with God, He's going to work miracles in my life, and we work so well together. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at in this journey. That's who I am. You know, pretty normal guy. I obviously like to do motorcycle stuff. Started getting into motorcycles around this time last year. Super into, you know, old choppers, just that whole style, because that was my style to begin with, especially in high school, was that steampunk. I don't even know how to describe it. I always say urban cowboy, just because it has a mix between that urbanism and also like I'm really country because I live in the middle of nowhere and I live basically on a farm. So I kind of have this clashing of styles. But that's kind of, I don't know, this last year I've just really started to develop like my personality and who I am. So yeah, that's who I am. Hopefully you guys can enjoy these videos. Hopefully you can take something away from these videos. And we're going to start doing more like explanations into certain workouts. Obviously, like I said, some days we're going to just talk about life like I did today. And some days we're going to talk more about, you know, just the actual workout that I'm talking over. One thing I want to tell you guys is, if you want to start something, if you want to chase a dream, or you have something you really want to do, but you're stuck doing something else, the best thing you can do is just start. Like, start right now. Every time you procrastinate something or say you're going to do something tomorrow, it never gets done. So I think the best thing you can do is pray for God's guidance. Ask Him where He wants you to go. Ask Him what He wants you to do, and then commit. So if you guys take anything away from today, commit to your dreams, chase your dreams, and I hope you guys can follow along with me doing that as well. So let's get back to the video. All right, you guys, so it's actually the following day from the video you just watched, the workout you just watched. But I figured I would end the video with a quick little Bible study, something from what I was reading today. So currently I'm reading out of Mark 10. And in this situation, the disciples asked God, "Let one of us sit at your right and the other at your left in your glory." And He's basically saying to them, like, they're not worthy enough yet. They're not, you know, good enough servants or good enough leaders among their followers or among the other disciples. Right here He says, "Instead, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant, and whoever wants to be first must be slave of all. For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give His life as a ransom for many." So if you're a struggling man, you're having trouble finding your masculinity, finding your purpose, a great tip is to start serving others. Start putting yourself in situations where you have to help others. I think the biggest thing that I learned in high school, it was a while ago, but one thing that a mentor or a coach taught me was to become a servant leader. Put yourself before others, even if that means picking up a piece of trash on the ground or opening a door for someone. It's the small things like that that eventually lead to bigger habits. So start small, start doing things for other people, and I think you're going to see that God is going to work miracles in your life when you start acting the way that He did. Like He said here, He came to serve and not to be served. Even our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ was here serving people, washing people's feet, working miracles, putting other people before Himself, even though He has all the glory in the world, and He could have, you know, bragged about how glorious He was because He was the Son of God. but he put himself before others and served them. So from today, I think the biggest thing that you can learn is to just be a servant leader. Put others before yourself, and you're going to realize how great your life actually gets. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the little sprint workout. A little different from what you guys are probably used to, but I liked doing it. I think it was a good mix-up. Kind of teach you guys some things that you might be able to incorporate into your workout routine, because especially in the bodybuilding world, we're really stuck on, lifting and then doing like cardio in the gym, whether that's walking on the treadmill or elliptical or bike. But I think in regards to like just being a healthy human who can move around and function well, doing things like sprints, doing things like hill sprints, walking outside, doing agility, anything where you're carrying something outside or just carrying something in general is really just going to kind of just help you be a functional human being and not be so stiff. So especially for my older audience, I don't know how many people there are in my audience that is like the older generation, but mobility. You want to be able to move, you want to be functional. So if you're going to prioritize anything, especially as you start to get older, I believe it's more important to not worry about how much weight you're throwing up, but instead, how well you're able to move and function as a normal human being. So with that being said, I hope you guys took something away from that. I hope you guys enjoyed the lift as well with Rocco. I haven't edited it yet, but I'm sure I'm going to throw in some awesome tips and tricks and describe how that workout went. So we will see you guys next time. I love you guys. God bless. Put God first, and He'll put you first.